And of course, nice to see, like I was saying, some new faces and some familiar faces. Very welcome. We will get started in just a few minutes, just waiting for a few more folks to join. People are just still logging on. And then we have somebody who joined from Squamish, Vancouver. Lucy, I'm also from Vancouver, so it's great to see you. And I see some of our board members have joined. So hello, Julie. Hello, Leah. Of course, Arthi's here with us. I think Kendall is on as well. I thought I saw her name. I don't see her face. Janina. Hi, Janina. Just looking. I think I saw Retchup also. It's wonderful to see it. So many names. Looking through for our board members. There's Kendall. So Arthi, let me know when you're ready for us to get started.
I think we can get started, Sajida.
Yeah, okay, great. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. My name is Sajida Shroff, and I am president of Harvard GlobalWE. Welcome to all of our attendees from GlobalWE and our board. And a special welcome to GlobalWE friends and our young attendees. And all of our attendees who, of course, are our VIPs today. A very, very warm welcome also to our guests of honor, our KungFu Nuns, who we're so excited to hear from, as well as to Emily, who's going to be our moderator today. Harvard GlobalWE is a shared interest group of the Harvard Alumni Association. We are dedicated to the empowerment of women through education, dialogue, and connection among individuals working for women's rights and freedoms worldwide. We highlight and raise awareness about issues concerning women's empowerment globally, including, but not limited to, education, political rights, freedom from violence, women's health, and economic empowerment. Our board of directors is as global as our interests, with representatives across genders in the US, Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, I live in Dubai. And today with us, we have Arthi, our programs chair, who resides in Kanpur, India, Leah, our treasurer, who resides in Chicago, Julie, our founding president and essay contest chair, who also resides in Chicago, Janina, who's our board secretary, who is actually from New Jersey, and Kendall, who is originally from Atlanta and now at medical school. And Richard, who is our outreach chair and who lives in Turkey. So as you can see, we're very diverse and geographically dispersed as well. Now, while the COVID-19 situation has curtailed travel and certain other activities, we have seen that it has actually allowed us to come together, globally in other ways. And we are so excited to have with us today the KungFu Nuns, who are actually joining us all the way from Nepal and India, a true testament to global connectivity. I would now like to request Arthi, our programs chair, to introduce the KungFu Nuns. Arthi, over to you.
Thank you, Sajida. Hello, and everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to Harvard GlobalWE's event, A Conversation with the KungFu Nuns. They say not all nuns sit on meditation cushions. It gives me immense pleasure and happiness to introduce to you the KungFu Nuns. The nuns hail from the Drupka lineage of Indian Buddhism, which has a 1,000-year history stretching back to the Indian saint Naropa and continues its legacy today with the spiritual leader, the Gyalwang Drupka. With his encouragement and support, the nuns began learning Kung Fu to build strength and confidence. They now use those skills to serve others through unimaginable acts of bravery. From their recent 2,500 kilometers bicycle yatra for peace from Kathmandu, Nepal to Ladakh, India, to speak out against human trafficking, to their refusal to evacuate after the 2015 Nepal earthquake in order to deliver critical aid to neglected regions. Adept in both weaponry and hand to hand combat, they have begun a self defense training initiative for young girls in the Himalayas, where violence against women is rarely reported. They also run free health clinics and are first responders for emergency animal rescue and have moved thousands of pounds of plastic litter from the Himalayan region and the Indian land. The Kung Fu nuns have transformed the way the Himalayans view not only nuns but women. Their efforts were honored with several prestigious international awards. They are the recipient of the Atlantic Council's prestigious Unsung Heroes Award 2020 and the Asia Society's Game Changer Award 2019. Even in the last 1 year, the Kung Fu nuns have distributed essential supplies such as medicine, food, and protective gear to 2,000 families to mitigate the impact of COVID 19, and they continue to put their lives at risk to help underprivileged communities fight the virus. We're extremely grateful and happy to have them with us today and share their experiences and work with Harvard Global We members. Before I play a short video of the nuns, I would like to actually introduce the two nuns who are going to be speaking with us today. We have with us Jigme Yeshe Lamo. She is the program coordinator for Live to Love in Nepal. She became a nun more than a decade ago and has represented the lineage of at the Obama town hall event in New Delhi. She originally wanted to join the army to help the people, and she now spreads kindness by leading all our relief initiatives. Our second nun joining us today is Jigme Mingyol Palmo. She's just 26 years old and from Ladakh. Apart from being a Kung Fu nun, she is also is an office nun and coordinates the administration work for the 500 nuns residing at the nunnery. Without taking more time, I would like to share my screen and actually play a video of the nuns. We are the Kung Fu nuns. We believe in serving others, fighting for gender equality, and promoting eco-friendly ways of living. We are the Kung Fu nuns showing by example. Wow, wasn't that inspiring? I'm sure you're all now quite keen to hear from the nuns directly about what was the inspiration behind all of this. I would like to now invite our moderator for today, Emily Hayden, a dedicated GlobalWE member. Emily is a GlobalWE volunteer who has been active in a number of essay contests over the past 2 years. She's a graduate of the College and School of Education. Over to you, Emily.
Thank you so much, Arti. This has already been so exciting, and we are so honored to be able to have as our guests the KungFu Nuns. We are looking forward to a very stimulating and enlightening conversation with you, and we'll try to get in as many questions as possible during the short time that we have. And already I can see that we're going to have many questions and an incredible conversation. First of all, what is the background of the nuns in your order?
First of all, we would like to thank the Harvard GlobalWE for organizing this wonderful event in this difficult time. And it's a great honor for us to be part of this. Thank you very much for inviting us. My name is Jingme Hishima, and I am from India, Himachal Pradesh.
Hello everyone, my name is Jigme Mingyur Palmo. I'm from Ladakh, India. We are nuns of Drukpa order. Drukpa order is a branch of Buddhism. It has been around thousands of years. There are 800 nuns in our nunnery, and we are girls from all over the Himalayas, India, Nepal, and Bhutan.
Wonderful. Tell us about the process of selecting candidates to be KungFu nuns. How do you select them? What does someone go through as they apply? And really interested to know how you bring about selecting such an incredible group of people who do so much around the world.
We don't select like a school or a university. Whoever wants to be a nun, and at any age they can join our nunnery. First of all, they have to be sure about what inspired them to be a nun and what is their motivation to be a nun. Because first, being a nun is very, like many people think it's very easy thing to be a nun. You can just eat and sit and do prayers, because in many people's mind, it's just a definition for a nun. But actually, it's not like that. We have many activities. We have many rules and regulations to follow. We have so many vows. And also we have to, when we become a nun, we have to leave our home and stay at a nunnery or monastery. So they have to be very sure about what is the reason behind their becoming nun. So anyone can become a nun, and any age they can join our nunnery, because in our nunnery right now we have like 6 years old to 85 years old. So we have all ages. Thank you.
What a range. That's really amazing. So tell us about, once someone's selected, tell us about a day in the life of a KungFu nun. I think it'd be really interesting having found out about what you're looking for, the dedication, the single-mindedness that you're looking for, the fact that you're willing to take a range of people is fantastic. Now that someone's been selected, what is it like for them to be a KungFu nun on a day-to-day basis?
Once they join our nunnery, they have to be strong, I must say, because our day starts at 3 a.m. in the morning. Then we have to do individual prayers in our rooms. And we have morning and evening sessions of prayers which held in our main temple. Like we have a main temple where before COVID, we all the 400 nuns gathered together and do our morning and evening sessions together. But due to the pandemic, right now we only gathered around 40 because
Okay.
quite big, so that's why. Then after morning session, we have different classes like meditation classes, and we have to memorize our dharma texts, and we have to learn different spiritual things, like we have different things to play in musical instruments, like, right? So we have to learn that, and we have to learn English classes, and we have to attend different classes, not only classes and on spiritual way of practice, but Also, we are learning lots of different kind of skills, like we learn office things. We learn how to install solar panels. We learn how to put the wire of electricity, and the management and gardening, because we want to be self-reliable. Because once you want to help others, you have to know everything by ourselves. So we are trying our best to be self-reliable in our daily life. And we have kung fu classes around 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Every evening. So there we teach our younger nuns kung fu sessions, because before COVID we used to arrange a self-defense program in different kind of places like Ladakh and Nepal. But due to the pandemic, we teach our younger nuns these days. So after Kung Fu session, we have evening puja in our main temple. Then we have tea break. Like usually we don't take dinner, because we take a vow, and most of the nuns, and you can say maximum nuns cannot eat, don't eat dinner, and they drink tea instead of dinner. But those who are sick and those who needs to be take dinner, they are allowed to take it. And we end our end our evening. We go to bed around 10 p.m. So our day is full of different kinds of activities. That's why we are maybe we are strong, because our daily life is full of different kinds of activities.
And you even welcome pets. Amazing. That just melted my heart right there. I mean, okay, this is off the script, but do you have many cats?
Yeah, we have more than 15 cats right now, and kittens.
Oh,
Many dogs.
lovely. Okay, that just adds to everything here, and it confirms that the wonderful nature of your order. Thank you so much for delineating that. It is really interesting to see what is happening on a day-to-day basis, and how busy and how much you put into your practice in so many ways with everybody, and the sacrifices that you make. Now, can you provide details of the area in which you live, the people, their lives, any struggles, and how you've connected so well with the people around you, and the people really anywhere that you tend to go to?
Most of our nuns are from Himalayan countries like India, Nepal, and Bhutan. So, but right now we are in Kathmandu, Nepal, because our nunnery is one of the headquarters of Rukpa orders. So our neighbors are mostly villagers who face a lot of difficulties, like there is no good road, no electricity. Sometimes they have also they have a lot of stereotypes. There is lack of education. So when we first started working here, or when we first started practicing here, we used to get many threats from them. They used to be one of our, they always gave us a lot of obstacles, and they told us why you are doing cycling, why you are doing kung fu, and why you are not sitting inside and picking up trash outside. So they were always giving problem for us, no? So it was very difficult for us at start, but slowly in these 14-15 years we used to work with them. Whenever we do some activities, we used to call them. And first, we only have some people to join with us. And then slowly, when they needed help, they asked us for help. And also we asked them for help when we need volunteers. And it's a very good sign for us in these 14 years when we worked. They changed a lot. And now most of our volunteers who are helping us in this COVID and earthquake situations, they are all from our villages who used to be very opposite of us. Now they are all the volunteers are from that areas. So they changed a lot, and it's really a very big change for us, because we are going to always work with them. And when this community is accepting us, we are very sure that one day everyone will accept us, and it's a good sign for us, because we have to start everything from our home first. Thank you.
You started from your home base and on a slow but sure basis have been able to establish very strong ties with the community to the point where they're now volunteering, which I think is an amazing, amazing thing, and just really a testament to everything that you do and the continuity and the dedication and perseverance, among many other attributes, which your order seems to have. Having said that, another question that we had was, you've done so much for basic needs, the coronavirus, food, water, being able to go to people that no one else is able to reach or people who no one else is willing to go to. In the midst of all this, how do you intertwine the spiritual nature of your practice?
Well, our main motto or our main aim to become a nun is to help others. So, since I became a nun or we became a nun, our main motivation is to help others. So, this is really a good chance to help others. Like we became a nun to practice, and we can sit in cushion and prayers. But due to the, I mean, while pandemic or while earthquake or while any bad situation is happening, we are putting our compassion into action, so we can benefit more. Like since this pandemic begins, we keep and we continuously praying for everyone, whoever suffers and whoever died, passed away. We are continuously prayer, but a prayer, including prayer, we are also taking these actions. And while in 2015 the earthquake hits Nepal, that time we got opportunity to put our compassion into action. That time we try to help as much as we can. So that time Ishilamo was the coordinator of relief work. So I think it's better to hear from her.
Uh, when earthquake hit Nepal in 2015, it was a very shock moment for us. Also, we were very scared. We saw many houses collapsing, and even our most of the dormitories were like partly damaged, and we had to stay in tents for more than 4 or 5 years. And we are still staying in tents for until now, because we got very busy helping all the villages and all the remote areas where this earthquake hit very hard. And then we provided them food, and we provided them medical aids, and there were like lot of incident happened, which I can share with you, but I think we don't have much time, so I will just keep it short. So that time, like we helped in rebuilding houses also. We reused the bottles, and then we used that to build a house for a family who lost their house in that earthquake. And also that time we helped people to get educated about how they can help others, because we were also not very experienced in that work. But that earthquake time, we learned so much, and that really changed our life, and that helped us to be more confident. And not only that, in this COVID pandemic also, we provided food for more than 2,000 family in here, and globally we provided these medical aids and food relief to more than 20,000 family until now. And we are still working on that, and we are getting many requests to work on that. So not only that, we also made videos of how to keep all the precautions, because in this COVID we have to be very keep all the precautions. We have to be very careful. So we made videos, and some at first we went to all the villages and gave them demonstration how to wash their hands, how to wear masks, so how to wear PP. So that's what we all did in this pandemic.
So I see that's a very powerful message, faith into action, and the spiritual is in the everyday, which I think is something that resonates no matter where you are, no matter what faith you might practice. It's a very powerful message. Thank you so much for that. Having led to that, so much of what you do is spiritual. So much of what you do is helping other people. And I'm wondering next, and I'm sure many people are wondering, how do you do it all? You coordinate 800 nuns, stay involved in communities on behalf of so many people, working to combat human trafficking, protecting the environment, as well as training and staying physically fit, as we saw in the video. How do you do it all? How do you bring it together and make it work every single day of the year?
Well, uh, we always try to do our best in every situation, and we hope through our messages and through our awareness, there may be some changes can happen, and I'm sure people are understanding us also, and yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what we are thinking.
How do you maintain the momentum of the KungFu nuns and keep yourself going? And that sense I read somewhere being confident, strong, and happy. How does that continue throughout throughout the year and throughout the day? Like, how do you maintain that momentum of your group?
Actually, whatever task we do, our motivation has to be very, very strong. And of course, we should never listen to criticize and the bad comments. Even if there is a good comments, we should control our emotions, whether it's a good or a bad. So somehow the emotions break whatever we are doing. No, so emotion is something we have to control it. And I would like to say that whenever we do any activities, sometimes it's really hard to keep continue it. Like when we start learning kung fu, that time we got really really good bad comments from many different parts of countries, because I think we are the first nun from the Himalayas that start learning kung fu, cycling. I think they just saw our outfits, and they didn't realize what is our main motivation. Our main motivation is to help others as much as we can. But slowly they understand, or somehow we talked a lot till now. We maybe we did lots of interviews, and through social media, through social networks, we spreading many messages to each person. So I think these days people getting know what we are doing, and through that we can we can continue this work. And also in our nunnery, sometimes if we go on cycle yatra, and cycle yatra is something really really challenging, because there were 300 400 tons in one queue, and it is very difficult to manage through the cities, no? Because there are lots of trucks, there are lots of traffic, and the people are driving crazily. I don't know whether you all saw in India or not, but sometimes there are lots of trucks who are driving crazily on the highways, because we went from Nepal to Ladakh. On the way, we have to face lots of problem. That time, I and Ishe and some nuns, we were volunteer to control the traffics, and we are the supportive of other nuns. That time, I myself personally about to die for maybe 5 times, because I was controlling all the, and that time is really terrible, I think. At that time I also need to fight to the man, because we have to stop the cars until our line goes, because we don't know the lines, no. And the line queue, our queue was for maybe 5 kilometers, 4 5 kilometers, and we have to let all the nuns go through the traffics while we crossing. So these things are really really challenging. And while we cycle yatra, we go to the campsite ourselves, and we organize the night stay place, and these things. And on the daytime, we travel minimum 40 kilometers and maximum 80 kilometers. And when we reach to the place, we camp ourselves, we cook ourselves. These things really, sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes I myself, when I was kid, I was very shy girl, and I just give up everything very quickly, you know. Now, since I joined this nunnery, I learned Kung Fu and I learned so much from each other. Like, I could say this Dharma sisters are something who showed me a very good way. And because of the Gyalwang Trukpa Avakuru, he gave us so many different chances. And that's why we are able to talk in international platforms. So these things really encourage us. And whoever how to say, whoever work like us, if they feel sometimes as a person, sometimes we feel to give up, no, but you should realize what you are doing and what other thing other people are doing. We have hands, we have legs, so we should do whatever we want to do, because lots of people, they don't have these opportunities. And whatever opportunities you have, you just take it and go it, and just believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. That is just a wonderful, wonderful description of everything you do, your passion, why you're doing it, and your single-minded pursuit of helping others. It is unbelievable what you have. Having said that, there's so many powerful messages here. Can you tell us now about your work? And you've really discussed this as part of what you just said so powerfully. Your work putting an end to gender stereotypes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I think this gender equality problem is a global problem, and also like we are not only one who is working for that. We have met so many people who are working and in this work, and then we get inspired for them. And for this, we are doing this cycle yatra we use to do for so many years. Every year we like travel for 4,000, 5,000 kilometers with our 500 nuns. As she told you the story that how we travel by this cycle yatra. So yatra means pilgrimage. So we carry all the things by ourselves and travel to those remote areas. People may think that cycling is very easy. For Western people, cycling is very easy. But for us, cycling in those Himalayan areas is not very easy, because if you have heard about Ladakh,
12,000 or 20,000 feet high from sea level. It is really difficult.
Most people, they don't even have courage to go there by bus or by plane also. But we have to cycle to those areas, and then we have to travel those areas where we can't go by plane and can't travel by bus. And we choose very remote areas to raise awareness about this gender equality and eco-friendly environment and this human trafficking. Not only cycle pilgrimage, we do walking pilgrimage also. And while walking, we carry all our things, and we cover thousands of kilometers for 2-3 months when we do these yatras. And we go to each and every village and meet everyone, meet all the school girls and boys, young boys and girls, to share our message. And we tell them that in many areas where we visited, they are like, when they see us, they said, oh, they are boys, girls can't cycle, they are not allowed to cycle, or oh, girls shouldn't wear clothes like that. And then we have to share with them, clothes is not what we have to see. We have to see our motivation. And if we can cycle through those different areas, you also can, because there is nothing if we can do or you can't do. And first of all, when they see us, they always give us like, they tell us, no, you shouldn't do that. Don't talk to our girls and boys. It's not good. But if we visit same place next year, to see their change is very inspiring for us. They invite us and they share that, now our girls also cycle. Now our girls are also giving talks. They are also leading roles. And being a nun, we get many chances. Even in our nunnery, we are the first nuns to lead the chanting by ourselves, doing this Dharma dance we do here. And also, not only that, we did this walking pilgrimage to world's third highest mountain, Kanchenjunga also, which is like, for us, it's very something very difficult for us, because we were freezing. We have to carry everything by ourselves. We have to cook by ourselves, and not only that, while walking, we have to give a talk to villagers. We have to be strong enough to tell them that how to do it. And not only that, we also lead our villagers or our community to do these activities. Whenever there is some activities, we always have to lead them. So being a leader for a girl is something very new in Himalayan areas, because in Himalayan countries, people believe that girls shouldn't go to school. Girls shouldn't learn what a man is learning. They should do house chores, because one day they are going to marry in a family, so they have to cook for others. So it's a very change thing for them to see us working outside, working these plumbing things, working on electricity things, and working in office and leading these work. So it's a change for them. And also we every year we held this self-defense program for those Himalayan girls. In these 4 or 5 days, they can't learn everything, but they share the problems they have in their daily life, because they always say like they are very weak, they are girls. So whenever they travel to other places or go to school, and they get bullied because they are very weak, they can't do anything. So we share that if we can do Kung Fu, and if we can travel these many places, they also can do. You just have to be your own hero. No one is coming to rescue you, or no one is. It's not a fairy tale that someone will come there and rescue you. So you have to be your own hero and be there. Come out of your safe shell, and be out there and face the challenges. Because if we don't face any challenges, we will never know the power we have. Because many people believe that women empowering, they say women empowering, but I think that these words feel like giving a power to a woman. Someone is coming and giving the power to you like we always have these fairy tales. No, we believe that everyone have their own beauty of power. A man also have, a woman also have it. We just have to realize our powers. We just have to know that we are confident and we can do it. If a girl can become a mother and give a birth to a child, it's very big thing. We all know how great thing that is. So if they can do that, how they can't do other things, how they can't do like plumbing things, carpenting things, how they can't work in office. So we believe that there is nothing a girl can't do or a boy can't do. And when we say women empowerment or we say gender equality, people always say, oh, you mean like if we are men, we are very muscular, and can you be like us? So we always have to tell that when we use this gender equality, it doesn't mean that we want to be a muscular like a man, and we want to have a beard like men. It's just that we have to have
We are not learning Kung Fu for fight, right?
Yeah, also we are not learning Kung Fu for fight. We just have to have the rights of getting the education, getting the same rights what a man gets. So I think this gender equality, if this problem solves in whole world, that will be a great achievement for all of us in whole world. Because if there is equality, we can work with more positive vibes. I think that will make us like very successful as a human being. Thank you.
I think your message of be your own hero is already resonating. I think that is unbelievably incredible. And realizing our own power, I think that that's a very deep thing. And I'm also thinking that your words speak for you, but also, we were talking about the day-to-day, your day-to-day actions and the fact that you don't give up and you're willing to do all this and bring so many people together in this in such a positive way is unbelievable. So having heard you, what is your advice? And I know there's questions in the audience as well. I just have a couple more questions I want to ask you, because I think that everything you're saying is resonating in such an incredible way. What is your advice for someone who wants to start a similar program, which combines physical strength and moral conviction as yours does?
I think whoever starts any program, the motivation is important. I'm just keep repeating this word, but in our experience, the motivation should be very strong. Whatever task you're going to do, even it's a program or even it's a new task or whatever, for example, if you want to become a doctor, if you have patience of if you have motivation of why we are doing why do you want to become a doctor or an engineer or something. So if you have happy and if you have interest and if you have motivation of become a doctor, so nothing can stop you. Even there's a financial problem, it's if there's emotional problems or whatever thing, if our motivation is strong, then nobody can stop you. So I must suggest that whoever leads a program or whoever wants to lead something, their motivation should be very strong, and they should never listen for the bad comments, because we always receive these things, no? So that's why we are just sharing with you all. So you have to be trust yourself whatever you do, because nothing can stop you if you don't trust yourself. And you have to respect yourself, because first we have to be strong ourselves, then we can help other. Because whatever program leads, I think it's for helping others, or it's for doing something for others, I think, which you are talking about. Is it, Emily? Yeah. So so I think whatever program or whatever things you're doing for others, your motivation should be very strong. And personally, I think that if you help others, it gives you a very much happy, like happiness, right? So like for example, if I was not a nun, if I don't working like you all special audience, like you all are working on girls and everything, programs. So I think if I didn't become a nun, I was just running after my family, and I'm just depending until to just our family. And I don't know whether I'm working for others or not, but I think I might only changing my steps for just myself and my family only. But since I came here, I learned how to take care of this environment, how to put our compassion into action. Because whatever we do, I think we are dedicating each steps for everybody. Like when we first like when we get up in the morning, we always think about others. Like we always prayer, like whatever I'm going to do today, I'm going to I will try to do for others, and I will try to live for others, and I will try to pray for others. And when we sleep, we dedicate all our works which we done to benefit all sentient beings. So this is our spiritual way of thinking. So I think you all can also do like then, and you will get the strength, and you can, whatever you are going to do, you will surely success in everything if you have good motivation.
And on top of that, I would like to add that teamwork is very much needed in this. Whenever we are doing something, teamwork is very much needed, because we know that we can't change the world by ourselves. We can be a little change, but if we have supporters, if we have big group of people working on that, it will be more impactful. And we are very much like looking forward to work with many people who have same dream like us, to help others, and who are very much in this work. And I think when you start working like that, you have to listen to your community also, because you are going to help those communities, and listening to them only we will know the need of them. Because we can't do, like, if someone is in need of medical kits, if we give them food, they will say no, we don't want that. So being in ground and working in ground is very much needed. And as for us, I think we are very good at working in ground, and we are not very good in talking and this kind of activities.
You're very good at talking. You're
But
amazing.
we are learning.
For many,
You're absolutely
we were-
amazing.
for many years, we have been quietly working on these things, and slowly people were telling us that you should share your story. Then since some years, it's been some years we are sharing, but before many years we were keep quietly doing these things because we never thought that we should share on social medias and stuffs. I think social media is something which can change our minds. Like in pandemic time, we through social media we can do virtual programs. That is very nice. So I think spreading is something hala.
And never listen to backlashes, because
Yeah.
we are someone who always had so many of backlashes, as we were the first one to break so many stereotypes, like cycling, being an uncycling, being an nuns, doing those big cleaning campaigns, picking up trashes to those Himalayan areas, and going to other countries and picking up their trashes is something they always felt like we are doing something very crazy, and we are someone who are very crazy picking up trashes, and like telling people not to do this and not to do this. And even after there are so many bad comments, why you are wearing shorts,
Sometimes
why you are
people are
picking,
laughing at us.
and they laugh at us. Oh, look at them, they are picking trash. Even after those bad comments and that backlashes, we didn't give up. We never
We
give up.
continue
We are
somehow.
still continuing our work, and we want to tell everyone that never give up, even if you are facing very challenging time, because one day they will change. And the change we want to see in everyone, first we have to be the change what we want to see in others. Only and first, if we change, then we will see the change in others. Because if we are keep telling others, you have to change this, you have to be that, they will never do that, because they will never see that change in us. So we have to change ourselves to make that change in others. So I think that is what we are working on, and we want everyone to be that. And there will be 50% people giving good comments to you, and 50% people giving backlashes to you. So never see at that 50%, just see at those positive ones, because they
will give
become
you
our
strength.
they become our motivation, and they are our like best supporters. And sometimes the head comments also give us like more confidence. If you want to see like that, we will do more of that work, and we will change your mind. That also inspires us sometimes. So even being taking haters as our inspiration is something we learned in this so many years. Thank you.
It is absolutely inspiring, to say the least. We're getting to the end of my questions. I know that we could talk all day, because there is just so much to your lives and your practice and your power and your passion that we could say and we could ask about. I think one of the things many of us are asking is, what can we as members of the Harvard GlobalWE community do to advocate for your organization? How can we be advocates and people who empower you?
First of all, I think you all are like very educated, and you all are doing so many great things, and it's inspiring thing for us. And we are looking forward to learn a lot from you and work with you, and we can help each other from ground. We can help you if you are in any need of anything, and we would like to get help from you and learn more skills of helping others, and do some great things with you in a group. It's something we are very looking forward to. Thank you.
I think there's so much that we can learn from you, that we already have learned from you in the 30 or 40 minutes that I've been talking to you. I think it is revelatory, and I think it is really life-changing in so many ways. I'm going to get to some of the different questions that we have, and then I know we're running a little short of time because there's just so much to say here. Some of these are fairly quick questions. How many nuns do the traditional 3 years retreat? How many nuns do that?
Right now, one of our nuns group who are in 40 of them. They just finished their 3 years of retreat, and they are in Ladakh. In Ladakh also, they are in very remote area where no one can go, and it's in a mountain. So
It was very cold.
and it's a very cold area. So they just finished their 3 years retreat this coming month. So there are 40 of them, and once they come out of there, then there will be another group going to.
Because of the pandemic, we could not go to
Yeah.
India. Otherwise, we always switch Nepal and India. We are taking turns for everything.
This is actually another question. What are some of the symbols on the flag in back of you? And can you describe and talk about the flag that you have in back of you?
From start, we told you that we are from a Drukpa lineage, and Druk means a dragon, and dragon is a symbol of love and compassion. So there's dragon.
Oh, the love and compassion. That's wonderful.
Our lineage is called Drukpa lineage, and it's in name of the dragon.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. What if someone wants to leave the order? Or is it a lifetime commitment that people have?
That was my first answer when I first told you that whenever someone wants to be a nun, they have to be very committed and have to have their reason to be a nun, and they have to leave their house and family, and then there is a lot of rules and regulations. But sometimes people find it very difficult to be a nun because as she told you that most of the people, they think getting up at 3 o'clock is very difficult, and traveling to many areas is very difficult. So some people leave nunnery, but in our nunnery, there are not many people leave the nunnery. So they can leave also, yes.
Okay.
But no one can marry.
Actually, they are not allowed to marry if they become
okay.
Okay.
So it is a lifetime commitment, but if you wanted to leave, you could. But the way it works is that it seems like the motivation, the compassion, the drive, the urge to help.
That's why they have to know the reason, and before becoming a nun, they have to know what nuns are doing and how their life looks like. Just thinking a nun's life is sitting in the cushion and praying and sleeping, eating is not like something they should think. And after learning everything, only they should become a nun. So that's what I think is very much needed.
Okay. All right. We have a couple of other quick questions. Did you actually distribute the COVID-19 vaccinations along with everything else that you've done? Were you able to do that as well? That was one.
Not yet. As in Nepal right now, and there is not much enough vaccination right now. So we were only giving medical kits and PPE kits and masks and food relief only. And we are checking on these vaccinations, but they say that there is no vaccination in country. There are shortage of vaccination right now.
And finally, this is one that I meant to ask. When did you start calling yourselves the KungFu Nun, or how did that name come about? And what do you think about being known that way? How do you feel about that?
Actually, after doing meditation, after being a normal nun, we start learning Kung Fu. So somehow all our friends and other people just gave us a nickname as a Kung Fu Nun because we were learning Kung Fu and Nun is our main title. So they just combine together and we just came to know. And we didn't we didn't put this title by ourselves. It is the people.
And not only that, we have so many names. Like when we were cycling, people used to call us cycling nuns. And when we used to do this cleaning campaigns, so they as we are working with Live to Love NGO, so they always call, in our community, most of the people know us as Live to Love Nuns, and some people call us Flying Nuns. So we have many names, but internationally we are known as Kung Fu Nuns.
On that note, as experts who use this on a daily basis as a physical and spiritual practice, we would love it if you could demonstrate some Kung Fu for us and for our GlobalWE audience. And we would love it if you could show us some Kung Fu moves. That would be great.
There are two nuns, Jigme Rupa Lamo, she's from Himachal, and Jigme Rupa Lamo, Jaskit Lamo, she's also from Himachal. So they will show you some demonstration, or they will teach you some moves actually. So please look at them.
Okay, great.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Namo. I'm from India, Himachal. Hello everyone, my name is Jimmy Rupalamo. I'm from Himachal Pradesh, Northern India. So today we are going to teach you some Kung Fu skills, how to defend yourself. There are three points we are going to teach you now. So first is grating. So this is the grating, and second is punching, and third is how to defend yourself. So the grating is this. So as usual, you know that maybe. And second, we are respecting each other. And the second point is punching. So when you punch, you have to keep your arms, shoulder, and hands make straight, because it should be strong, but you have to keep strong your hand more than your arms, because if you didn't keep it strong, it will be fractured. So it's very harmful. So when you defend yourself, you have to attack like this. And second, kick your here and switch like this. And third is kicking. Kicking is very exciting and it's very stressful. Like this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, in one very simple, very brief presentation, I gained so much. The idea of respect and strength and communication, just in those few minutes, was absolutely unbelievable, and just a little bit of what you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
For sharing your insights.
Actually, we are learning Kung Fu not for fighting, and we want to clear it for every audience.
Right.
Second, we are not against men. We are not against each man or anybody, because most of the people think that boys are not supportive, which is I think, or we think boys are somehow very supportive for each girls. And our guru and our dharma brothers, they are always very much supportive for us on each our steps. So I would like to thank each man who are supporting girls. And if we support each other, the whole world will become a very happy world, I think. Yeah.
This is one of the most joyful conversations I think I've had for the past 18 months. So thank you so much for a tremendously uplifting and inspiring interview with you. I really appreciate your powerful words. We all do at GlobalWE, and especially in the times we've been living in, you really give us hope. You really give us inspiration. You really present a passion for life, which is wonderful. So thank you so much. And I think
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And now over to you, Arti.
Great.
Actually, I'll take it over if you don't mind, Emily. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for a amazingly fabulous discussion. Thank you to our dear guests for your commitment, your energy, and for truly inspiring us. You know, I think you've just, in this short time, as Emily said, it's one of the most positive conversations that I've had in the last 18 months. And you've given us so many key tips just in this short time, you know. the line that resonates with me is be your own hero. Like that is just so powerful, and the importance of taking action and not just breaking the mold, but setting new norms, and the importance of being the change, not just talking the change, but being the change. So thank you for, the inspiration and just for everything that you do, and the guidance you've given us today, truly things that I will walk away with, and I hope everybody will as well. You also talked about the importance of teamwork. So on that note, I want to again say so very special thank you to the GlobalWE team, who continues to inspire me to, as we work together, to hopefully focus on, areas and issues that do empower women. So thank you to my team, and thank you again to all of our GlobalWE members and friends who have joined us today. And much, much gratitude to our guests, the KungFu Nuns, for everything you do and for taking the time to share with us everything that you do. And of course, much gratitude also to Emily for being an amazing moderator. So our next event is our GlobalWE Movie Club, which happens usually once every couple of months. The discussion will be on June the 19th, where we will discuss Fat Kind. So we hope that many of you will join us there as well. And of course, do look for the registration details. Also, if you'd like to get more involved with GlobalWE, please send us an email at programs@harvardglobalwe.org. We welcome your engagement. We welcome your suggestions. And of course, we'd love to have you join us as a moderator and a champion of the event if that's of interest. Again, we hope that you all enjoyed today's discussion and that you've taken away from it as much as I have about being the change, being your own hero, and taking note of the wonderful people that we have in our lives, and being grateful for that as well. So everybody, I hope you stay safe. I hope that you have a wonderful day, whatever part of the world you're in, or a wonderful evening. And inshallah, we hope that you will join us again on June 19th. Thank you again to our special guests and to our moderator and to all of you for joining us. Stay well and stay safe.